Welcome, welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. I cannot believe it's already early August. Like the summer has been like a blink of an eye. I had an interesting conversation with a few trip directors today, and one of the things we were all talking about is how things have changed. 10 years ago versus 5 years ago. 5 years ago was pretty much all virtual, right? Because it was 2021 and still dealing with the COVID thing for the most part. And today. And so one of the things we were talking about is how relationships mean more today than ever. We also realize that consumers have so many more choices. Like you can't even scroll on Facebook now without every other post being an ad selling you this, because I've gotten sucked into a few of these, this virtual aqua marine fish swimming up your wall, cool star feature, or this new thing that'll keep you from snoring, or this new thing that'll clean your glasses. And it's like, whatever happened to posting going, it's my daughter's birthday or whatever, right? So you have to realize in today's world, and I think it's just going to get, I don't want to say worse, but more so, is we are bombarded with information. And what I will say is that my customers, my friends, they want less information. Now, depending on your personality style, you might find that um, you're a detailed person, so you're thinking, I just want to educate my clients because I'm like that too. I'm not saying that's bad, and I want to give them all the information and all the ingredients and all of that. But I'm going to tell you, if they want that, they're going to ask for it. So what if you looked at this year, July through December, and I know we're already in August, but this next couple of months until the end of the actual calendar year to really shore up your relationships, like make that your goal. If you, let's say, have 30 people in your customer database, meaning you've either facial them, maybe they bought a mascara, maybe you handed them a business card and they came to a virtual event. You've had some type of a connection with them, right? So you want to add them to your preferred customer program. So when you do that, though, this isn't about just adding them. So I'm going to give you guys a couple pointers. The things I'm about to share with you are things that I truly feel are going to, in the long run, benefit you very much financially. But there's a little bit of a system in the front end that you need to do to make that flow. And by that I mean is, sometimes we'll go, oh, I posted the event for next a week from Wednesday. Well, posting an event, and I'm going to show this at our meeting tonight, to me is like going into someone's neighborhood, picking a random telephone pole, stapling a flyer to the telephone pole, and then expecting every neighbor to stop and read it. Probably not going to happen. But if you happen to go door to door and talk to each individual person, that would be different. Not that I'm suggesting you go door to door. I'm just saying the concept of posting something does not necessarily mean they see it. In fact, a few months ago, I can't tell you, I bet I posted at least 8 different flyers on the price increase that we had back in May. And I must have sent it out in 2 text blasts. It was in 2 monthly newsletters, so on and so forth. And I had more than a handful of consultants say, I didn't know anything about a price increase. And I'm thinking, okay, if I put it in 2 monthly newsletters, send out 2 email blasts, at least 2 email blasts, maybe more than that. And like, how do they not see this? So you have to realize, and these are people already in Mary Kay. So it's more on their radar. So your customers or your client, even if they've only bought one item from you, you have to realize, always keep in mind, you want to stand out as someone special. So you might want to jot these down. You do not want them to think that every time that you reach out to them, you are there to sell them something. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a role play and ask Melanie totally off the cuff. Melanie and I have not rehearsed this. She has no idea what I'm going to ask her. She has no idea what I'm asking her to do. I just said, Melanie, will you role play with me? And she's kind of like, okay, Diane. So what I would do is I would take a stack of all your profile cards, okay? And hopefully you have them fill out, like I'm still old school, so I still have them fill out, like, I'm not going to show you the front because then they won't let me post this video, but like the actual profile cards where they fill everything out, right? And then I go in and I have a neon orange, because nothing in my office is orange, a neon orange clipboard, and every profile, every receipt, everything gets put on that clipboard during the week. And on Sunday, I only spend about 15 minutes on a Sunday doing any Mary Kay, because Sundays is one day I've always just taken off for my business. So on Sunday, I literally sit down and go through my profile cards, enter them into my customers, put their information in there, their birthday, all of that stuff. And then I write a big MC on their profile card, meaning they're already in my customer section. And then I just honestly, most of the time I just shred these. If I have all the information, if I don't have it all in there, I'll save them, but I try to not save paper. All right. So with that said, so every week you're doing this, right? Every week you're adding people. I don't care if it's one person, five people. Maybe you met a woman in the Rayleigh's parking lot and she says, "Oh my gosh, I used to use Mary Kay. Do you have a card?" You give her your card, you get her information, and you send her some samples. And then the deadline for the preferred customer program is right there. And you're like, do I add her? Do I not add her? Of course, add her. So I'm going to give you a quick little role play, and Melanie can unmute herself when she has a second. You don't have to come on camera if you don't want to. But I'm just going to share with you something that I am personally going to do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a selfie of me. Now, I have several professional headshots. Yes, I could use those, but they look like a professional headshot. I'm looking for something that's a little more whimsical, a little more down to earth. I may have my director jacket on. I may be holding up my favorite product, but I'm just going to hold up my phone and do like a fun, like a silly, like little pose and have them take a picture of myself, right? And then I'm going to send it out. Now, this is kind of along the lines of what I was thinking. The reason I'm going to text them first is because some of these customers have been with me a long time. I don't even have to tell them it's Diane with Mary Kay. I just say, "Hi, it's Diane." They go, "Well, hi, Diane, how are you?" But some of them I'm going, "Diane Covington." They go, "Wait, who are you?" "Diane, your Mary Kay consultant." "Oh, okay." So different relationships with different people, right? So with that said, depending on the client, I'm trying to get to my text messages. Hold on. Depending on the client, it can depend on how formal it is. So I would send a text something like this. I would just put on there, for example, my client's name for this evening is Melanie. I would say, "Hey, Melanie, this is Diane, your MK consultant. It's the Mary Kay New Year." I'm using that for like all of July, all of August. So you have the whole month to do that. I said, "It's the Mary Kay New Year, and I need to update my client file on you. Can I have 3 minutes of your time this evening?" Super. And I'll say it again. And if you have a better version, by all means, use a better version. I'm not married to this. It's just something I came up with quick. It says, "Hey, Melanie, so you want to personalize it to your client. This is Diane, your MK." So I put M and then KAY, or you could just do MARY with the letter K, whatever. I'm just trying to make it shorter. "Your Mary Kay consultant. It's the Mary Kay New Year, and I need to update my client file on you. Can I have 3 minutes of your time this evening?" So it lets her know how much time I need, why I need her time, and I'd love to do it tonight. And she will text me back, "Sure, I'm available right now." So don't send this text when you're about to walk out the door to a restaurant or when you're about to go put your kids to bed. You want to block out a time. So what I'm going to do is every day this whole week, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm going to block out 1 hour per day to send this out. I've got my PCP list from the summer, and I'm literally just going to go down, and you have to be careful because if you send this to 30 people, like one right after the other, and let's say 10 say, "Yeah, call me right now," what are you going to do? So I'm going to send it to like five, and then I'll wait probably 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'll send it to five more and then wait 10 or 15 minutes. Because if they don't respond for an hour, they don't expect you to answer right away, right? But if you send this to them at like 2:02 in the afternoon and they respond at 2:03 and you don't respond to them till 2:30, they're like, what happened to her, right? So that's just what I do. So let's just say hypothetically, I send this text to Melanie. And again, I'll just read it to you super quick. It's, oh, you know what? Oh, I am recording this. Thank goodness. Okay. I thought I wasn't recording. I was going to freak out. Okay. "Hey, Melanie, this is Diane, your Mary Kay consultant. It's the Mary Kay New Year, and I need to update my client file on you. Can I have 3 minutes of your time this evening?" And let's say Melanie texts back, "Yes, actually, I'm available right now." I'm going to say, "Great, I'll call you." Okay. And now I'm going to call Melanie, right? And so Melanie, I'm going to ring her phone and she's going to say, "Hello.
No,
Hey, Melanie, it's Diane with Mary Kay. How are you?"
I am good. It's so good to hear from you.
Great. Well, listen, I won't take more than 3 minutes of your time. I have an opportunity to mail you a special lookbook, which is our full catalog, coming up with a free sample inside. Would it be okay if I mailed that to you?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Okay, I just want to verify your address and you just make up, she can either tell you her address or if you have it, like 123 Holiday Lane or whatever, give her an address. That's a made up address, by the way. You can either tell her what address you have or ask her what the address is that you have. So now you have her address. So she knows she's going to get a mailing. So I would put like a little sheet with little bullet points of what you're going to cover with her. And I'd say, "Great. Melanie, do you mind if I ask what month and day is your birthday?" I don't need to know the year. When is your birthday?
October 8th.
October 8th. Okay. Did you know, Melanie, that the month of your birthday, you get a discount on everything you buy?
No,
Okay, so
that's
let me
pretty
can, do,
cool.
can I share with you the details?
Absolutely.
So what it is the entire month of your birthday, you are allowed to get from me a 15% discount on everything that you want. Now, if you schedule what I call a birthday update, it's 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes. It's on Zoom. And what we do is I share with you every product that has been launched in the last 12 months. So a lot of my clients I do this with on an annual basis. So I might share with you, like in the last 12 months, we've got a new mineral facial sunscreen. We have a new product called Barrier Restore. So I do it on Zoom. You don't have to come on camera. I'll be on camera because I want to show you product. It takes 10 minutes or less. But when you do that 10-minute, what I call a birthday update, you get 25% off for the entire month.
I'm all about that.
Okay,
I
so
love a good
sometime
deal.
like really early October, I'll be reaching out to you. We can schedule that quick Zoom and literally it's 10 minutes or less. And then I actually have a list of all the products that have been launched since your birthday last October. Just because what happens is, unless you're constantly looking at the catalog, I mean, I barely can keep up with all the new stuff. So I never expect my clients to keep up. So I just kind of want to make sure you're kept in the loop. Is that okay?
That sounds cool. Yeah.
Okay, then two other things I want to share with you is I don't know if you're into the virtual world of jumping on events, if you ever do virtual stuff. Does that ever interest you?
Um, Once in a while, yeah.
So, 3 Wednesdays a month, we have a virtual event. We either have a stylist, a professional New York makeup artist, or one of our makeup artists from Dallas or biochemists on. We give away each of those 3 weeks over $400 of Kate Spade and Michael Kors goodies to the guests. Does that sound like fun?
Yeah, that sounds
So
like
what I
fun.
will do is, with your permission, I'd like to just text you at the beginning of the month a flyer that has all the events for the month. They're always on Wednesdays. They're always at 6 o'clock California time. We sometimes have as few as 275 up to as many as six or 700 on a Zoom. So I just kind of want to prepare you. There's going to be a lot of people on there, but if they don't know you're a guest, then you don't get into the drawing because they don't know maybe you're a consultant, right? So if you want to jump on the event, just make sure you type in your name and that you're a guest of Diane Covington. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So what I'll do is on the first of each month, I will just be, and I'm just going to add you to my little list, but on the first of each month, I will send you the list of the events for the month. Like last week, we had a stylist and she was all about what's in for summer, what handbags are in, what shoe styles are in, what colors are in. Kind of made me want to go shopping, honestly. What makeup trends are in. And she's fun. She's a former Miss Tech East Texas. Um, and she's got an adorable Southern accent, and we gave away a ton of stuff, but it's really fun and very fast paced. You'll never realize you're even on Zoom for more than it feels like 10 minutes. It's probably 40, but it's a lot of fun. So I can send those to you just on the first of every month. Totally optional whether you want to be on. Absolutely no big deal. Okay.
Yep. Sounds
And then the
good.
last thing I wanted to mention to you is we have an opportunity where you can either be a silent hostess or do fundraising through Mary Kay. We have a thing called, it's like a shopping text thing for like somebody who's super busy, but they want to have a party. They just don't have time to do a party. So it's kind of like the sip and shops, except it's like flip through a book and shop kind of thing. And so scroll and shop. And so we have that available. Let's say you were doing a fundraiser for your daughter's choir. She's in choir, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to do like a fundraiser for the choir, I'd have you be a silent hostess. I would give you the link. You could ask the other moms in choir, and then I would donate 40% of the sales from those ladies in the choir back to the choir in cash. So if you ever want to
Awesome.
either do a fundraiser or a silent party or something, you are totally able to do that. Do you have questions?
So it's just basically there's just like a website that they go to buy what they want to buy.
Well, the thing is, to be honest with you, the website, thank you for asking. The website has kind of like everything on it, and it's a little like, where do I go? This particular thing, which is a, um, I keep wanting to say stroll and shop, and that is not what it's called. When I send this particular link to you, it has like a 1 minute video on anti-aging skincare, another 1 minute video on the acne skincare. So if you send it out to me and my daughter was also inquire, I'd flip through and I'd go, well, I don't need the acne skincare, I don't need the young adult, but I'm interested in the anti-aging. So I might watch that 1 minute video. But it has everything on there that Mary Kay has in a very organized way, in a very entertaining way. So you could send that out, and then at the end, there's a link where they can just order from me or they can text me with questions for their order. But then the cause, whether it be your choir or whatever, your kid's soccer team or whatever, that money would then go to them. So if you're interested, I can give you more details. So
Oh,
no big.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
So just
I
to
can always,
clarify, I've got your mailing address. So your next catalog will be going out mid-September with a free sample inside. And I'll text you a picture of the book. Kind of, I know how we start getting a lot of catalogs that time of the year, and I don't want it to end up in the garbage can. So I'll let you know when that comes. Put on your date book starting October 1. You do get a birthday discount the entire month, and I'll reach out to you on October 1 so we can set up that 10-minute birthday update so you get 25% off for the entire month. And then I'll send you monthly at the beginning of the month as well, the virtual calendar. They're a lot of fun. The one that's actually coming up in a week or two is all about your eyes. So if you're always wondering, like, I don't know, like I'm over 35 or 40, should I wear liner on the top and the bottom or just the top? And what color, how do you do the liner? And what's my eye shape? She's going to teach this woman, Sarah Moss, who's a professional makeup artist from New York, is going to teach on all that. And so it's super fun. I will send you the event flyer, and then I can also send you the Zoom link. Does that sound good?
yep, I'll look forward to it.
Okay, great. And then of course, every month we do have special deals, meaning that when you purchase $50 or more from me, you get to choose from like one of 10 items at half off. And sometimes it's a product you've never tried that you're like, I've always wanted to try, like eyebrow tint. And if it happens to be at half off, you might go, maybe now's the time for me to try eyebrow tint. But we have those special deals every month, and I can send those to you as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, please reach out to me. Is there any product you need me to deliver? Because I'll be in your neighborhood on Friday.
I'm low on eye makeup remover.
Okay. So I'll pull that aside. That is a $20, $22 purchase. So that gets you almost halfway to the 50. So look in your bathroom if there's anything else you need. But I'll go ahead and text you the August special deals in case you're like wanting something that's on there. You might stock up on something or say, gosh, I'll get my foundation now or whatever. But let me know if I can be of any other help, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All
Thanks so
right.
much,
Thanks for your time,
Diane.
Melanie. I appreciate you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, so thank you, Melanie, for role playing with me. So that gives you guys an idea of what to ask. So I'm going to zip through these questions again. I'm asking her to verify her mailing address. Why? Because I want her to enroll her in PCP. I explained her when the next catalog was coming. Then I asked her when her birthday was, October 8th. Now, let's say on her profile card, she wrote October 8th. I'll say, Melanie, is your birthday in October? And she'll say it is, and it's the 8th, right? And she'll say yes. And I say, great. Um, here's the specials that I do. You get 15%, sorry, I have a piece of fuzz. You get 15% off the whole month, or if we do a 10-minute Zoom birthday update, I almost never have a customer turn that down. Now, why would you do a 10-minute birthday update? Well, because and it's so funny, you guys. I have customers that have been with me 20 or 25 years, and guess what? They order the exact same thing over and over and over again. Like I had a client, she's been with me way over for probably close to 20 years. She goes, I'll take my Steely Eye pencil, the same color she orders every time. I'll take my primer, I'll take my CC cream, I want my oil-free hydrating gel, and I want my Target Action body lotion. And I'm like, would you like a sample of vitamin C? No, thank you. Like she literally orders the same flippin' 6 products over and over again because that's what she's comfortable with. That's what she knows. But I know that if I can get her on a birthday update and I can just show her what's new, she'll go, I didn't know you guys had sunscreen. I didn't know you had mineral sunscreen. I didn't know you had whatever. And so when you have that birthday appointment with them, usually I try to do it on Zoom. You can totally do it in person. I just find Zoom is super efficient because I can do it on their lunch break and I can schedule 2 or 3 of those in a day. I try at their birthday, let's say their birthday's in August. I try by like the 3rd or 4th of August to have all the August birthday Zoom meetings done. So go in and look at who in your customer base has an August birthday, and just in the next day or two, meet with them and say, "Oh my gosh, did you know that you get a huge discount the month of your birthday?" And they're like, "What?" Now, you don't have to offer that if you don't want to. I do have a very good director friend of mine. She doesn't do that. What she does is she allows them to get any one item at half off. Literally anything. It could be the new Sonic brush. It could be lifting serum, which is 70. It could be anything they want, a single item. So it can't be like the brush set. Could be like a repair set. It has to be an item. So you could do that, but what I do is I give them a 15% discount the month of their birthday. But if they'll do what I call a 10-minute birthday update on Zoom, then they get 25 for the whole month. And what I might say, like this would be a fun thing, like if Melanie was on the phone with me doing a birthday update, I would say to her, gosh, Melanie, I'm curious. We won't tell anybody else this, but if you look in your bathroom and you look at brands in your bathroom that are not Mary Kay, can I ask what products those are? She might go, well, my foundation and my primer are not Mary Kay, and my brow pencil is not Mary Kay, and my retinol blah 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 is not Mary Kay. So I'm like literally avidly writing these down because if we have the equivalent of that, then I'm gonna do her birthday update and I'm gonna say, and by the way, you mentioned retinol, just so you know, because again, it's her birthday month, she gets a huge discount. I'm gonna mention retinol zero point 0.3, the repair night cream with retinol, you know what I'm saying? So my goal is to get her to get those out of her bathroom so that her bathroom is all pink, like all Mary Kay, right? So those are some things that if you did that phone call, now I didn't time it, but I don't think I was on there for more than 5 minutes. Okay. So if I text her and ask her, and so I just go down the list, mailing address, birthday discount, does she want to be a silent hostess slash fundraiser, and then our virtual events. So that's something you guys can totally tweak it. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. If this is something that you guys want to implement, you can. It's simple, but here's what it does. Oh, and one thing I would do before Melanie would get off with me is I would say to Melanie, you know, Melanie, my goal is that when you go anywhere near a department store or a convenience store like a CVS or a Walgreens or a Walmart or a Sephora or an Ulta that you keep walking because I want you to think, I don't need those. I have Diane. So just always know that I'm here for you. Now, you can kind of say that in a very kind, very non-aggressive way and then hang up and she will rethink that sentence and that comment over and over again. She'll think, oh, yeah, I shouldn't go to those places. I have Diane. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for listening. I hope you implement some of this and I hope it works for you as well as it's worked for me.